Hi guys, good day, it's me, Teacher MJ. Our topic for today class is we're going to calculate the mean deviation, and describe the variability of the values. So without further ado, let's do this topic. So we do have given monthly sales figures for the past years. That would be in $1,000. So store A, monthly sales in $1,000. So we have 20 for the first month, 22 for the second month. So therefore, once again class, that would be in $1,000. If this is 20 multiplied by $1,000, so therefore for the first month that would be $20,000. So first month that would be $20,000, second month $22,000, third month $25,000, $23,000, and then so on. For store B, monthly sales in $1,000, so we have 30, 31, 33, 32, $30,000, $29,000, and then so on. For store C, monthly sales, that would be 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, and then so on. Alright, so question number 1 is we're going to calculate the mean. Alright, let's do that. So let's start with store A. So let's find the mean now. Once again, class, in today's video class, I will give you the answer class directly for the mean and then mean deviation because we don't have enough time class to solve for that one. Once again, class, if you want to learn more on how to find the mean and then mean deviation and how to solve that one class, I will just put the link on the description down below. We do have another video for that one class. We explain it step by step class on how to compute the mean and then mean deviation. Now, once again, class, just to recall class, to find the mean for store A, simply add the samples divided by the total number of samples. If you add this one, 20 plus 22 plus 25 plus 23 plus 24 and then so on, the answer class is 282. And then you divide this one by the total number of samples. We have 12 samples because this is 12 months in a year. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So 282. If you add this one, 20 plus 22 plus 25 plus 23 and then so on, the answer class is 282 divided by 12. Therefore class, the mean for store A, that would be equal to 23.5. And then for the mean deviation is equal to 1.67. Alright, and then for store B, the mean is equal to, so if you add this one, 30 plus 31 plus 33 plus 32 plus 30 and then so on, the answer class is 378. And then you divide it by 12 and the mean is equal to 31.5. And then for the mean deviation, that will be equal to 1.67. Therefore, they have the same mean deviation with regards to store A. Alright, and then store C. So store C, the mean, if you add this one, 15 plus 20 plus 25 plus 30 and then so on, the answer class is 310 divided by 12, the total number of samples, and the mean for store C, that would be 25.83. And then for the mean deviation is equal to 8.47. Alright, so we're all set in calculating the mean and then mean deviation. Once again, class, we do have another video for this one class doing step by step on how to find the mean and then mean deviation. I just give the answer directly, class, because we don't have enough time. Because we need to explain this one class. We need to interpret the data. Alright, so let's proceed now to interpretation of data. Once again, class, you need to remember this one class. If you have higher mean deviation, the data values are more spread out from the mean. If you have lower mean deviation, the data values are closer to the mean. Let me explain this one class. For store C class, we have higher mean deviation. Therefore, class, the data values are spread out from the mean. Now, once again, class, mean is the average. Once again, class, mean is the average. Now, the average sales class for store C, the mean for store C, that would be 25.83. Now, check this one out, class, with regards to store C. The lowest sales is 10. That would be $10,000, right? The lowest sales is 10. And the average class of sales for store C, that would be 25.83. Therefore, class, 10 is too far away from the average sales. 15 is too far away from the average sales. 45 is too far away from the average sales. The highest sales class for store C, that would be 45, right? Now, 45 class is too far away from the average sales. Therefore, class, there is no consistency in store C. Therefore, we can say that sales fluctuate widely from month to month, showing low consistency. I hope it's clear for this one class. With regards to store C, 10 class, this one right here, sales, $10,000 is too far away from the average sales. Sometimes class, the sales, there will be lower sales. Sometimes you have higher sales. So therefore, it's not consistent class. Sales fluctuate widely from month to month. Now check this one out class with regards to store A and then store B. We have lower mean deviation. Therefore class, the data is closer to the mean. The mean class for store A, once again class, the mean for store A, that would be 23.5. Now the lowest sales for store A, that would be 20, right? Once again class, the lowest sales for store A, that would be 20, and the highest sales, that would be 27. Now 20 class is closer to the mean. 27 class is closer to the average sales. 22 is closer to the average sales. That's why class, in store A, we can see consistency. Same with store B, because in store B, the average sales, that would be 31.5. The lowest sales, I think that would be 28. Yep. Lowest sales, that would be 28. And then the highest sales, that would be 35. 35 class is close to 31.5. 28 is close to 31.5. Therefore, class, we can see consistency in store A and store B. Alright, so to finalize our answer class, so let me just erase this one class. I'll be finalizing our answer with regards to interpretation of data. So we don't have enough space class. Let me just erase this one class. Once again class, you pause the video class. This is the answer class for the mean and then mean deviation for store A, store B, and then store C. So let me just finalize my answer class with regards to interpretation of data. Alright, so this will be our interpretation of data with regards to the mean deviation. So for store A and store B, both have the mean deviation of 1.67. They have the same mean deviation, indicating stable and consistent performance in monthly sales. And then for store C, has higher mean deviation, indicates higher variability. Once again, because higher variability, the data is widely spread from the mean. Sales fluctuate widely from month to month, showing low consistency. That's it class for number 2. So let's proceed now for number 3, discuss the implications of this finding. So we will have our conclusion for number 3. Alright, so we don't have enough space class. Let me just erase this one class for the answer for number 3. Alright, so this will be our implications of findings, our outcomes. So for store A, store B have stable sales, which makes planning and budgeting easier. On the other hand, store C experiences large fluctuations in sales and market instability. So managers of store C may need to investigate the causes of variability and develop strategies to stabilize the sales. Alright, so that's it class with regards to this video. So I hope you learned something new today. If you like this video, do not forget to like, share, and subscribe. You share it to your friends and to your classmates so that we can help more students. Once again, this is Teacher MJ. Have a great day, class. Goodbye for now. Bye-bye.